Hey Monster Hunters, it's C4 Sages back again with a new series, a series where I will basically be walking through how to do certain quests in the new Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Rise. And one of the quests that we are going to go through is how to get another submarine for your Argosy. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered their name. Argosy or Galsy. Someone in the comments will let me know how I butchered that name, and that's fine. So let's get started. So right now we're in the training area. At some point you're going to be able to get access to the area where you'll be able to hire buddies. You'll be able to talk to your buddy expert who is actually going to train some of your buddies. And at some point you'll also get to unlock the Argosy. And this is basically a little bit different than how it was in World, where essentially the Argosy now is kind of like the Argosy, and it's also the place to get your botany. Essentially, it's the botany area as well. As you can see, I have some honey here. But when you talk to Rondine enough, you actually get an interesting side quest, which is called Cultural Exchange. And this is important because you want to get more submarines to start getting more items. Obviously, you don't want to spend, 2 to 3 hours going on expeditions just to get a bunch of stuff. You want to make sure that you capitalize on everything that you're getting. Now, the only reason I'm getting 3 honey here is because the buddy that I sent out, right now his level is kind of low. But if I do change this buddy, I'm going to start to get more honey. So something that I can do here is I can cancel this. Let's ready a Palamute that I have here. Buddy so far is level 8. So I guess we're just going to keep him there. And then from here, this is where you can essentially, similarly to how in World, when we would go to the botanist and we would request certain items to start growing, and you would use different fertilizers for it to grow. This is essentially where you're going to get those things too. We're going to go on an expedition tour, and the place where you find those items for to get another submarine slot is you're going to go on the tour of the islands. This is where it's located. For me, I'm going to do nighttime. It really doesn't matter. It's also worth noting that if you have any skills that have botany or gathering skills, you might want to equip that, as that will actually be very helpful in getting your boat shells. So where do you find boat shells? Well, boat shells can only be gathered in the Frost Islands, and basically these are account items. The only way you can find them is by searching these oyster beds, and the way that you can actually find these oyster beds is if you go to your map and you search up oyster bed like I do here. It's going to be the gray sort of shadowed like question marks on your map, and these things are fairly rare, but just keep searching, and you should be able to get one. You mostly get raft shells, but this is where you find them, and they do look something like this. So once you find all your boat shells, it should say Cultural Exchange is completed. So we're going to exit here and move on to the next area. So the next thing that we're going to search for is Whisker Planters, and they can only be gathered at the Shrine Ruins. Once you're there, you're going to search for shimmering red berries. So they should be sort of like an orange looking color. There's actually one really close by, so I'm actually going to get off my Palamute here. And let me see if I can get over this gate. Yep, I just did. And it looks something like this. So let's see if I can actually get it. Oh, so one thing that you might get is a fire lantern. But just keep looking and you'll be able to find it. There's also one on the right side of number 1 in this area. It's actually right here. And boom, we just found our Whisker Planters. So now we can head back, complete your quest, and you should be able to get your second slot. Head over to the buddy training area, and she will greet you with "How marvelous!" And boom, there we go. You just completed cultural exchange, and another submarine was added, which, as I said, is very important because now you have another slot where you can do some more gathering for some more materials. And to unlock the third slot, simply all you have to do is reach high rank, which is Hunter rank 4, by completing the 3-star gathering hub key quests, and then the 1-star urgent quests to get the quest economic stimulation, which I will do in a future video on how to get that. But thank you dudes so much for watching. I am going to be doing a lot of sort of Monster Hunter Rise videos for a little while, so if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again next time. Peace.